If you'd all like to join me. Though I do have a quick spiel, please, for safety reasons. We are concerned to make sure everybody gets out of here in hopefully one piece, maybe two. No guarantees, please. There are rules to follow as we take our walk. The professor's artifacts are not to be photographed or videoed, and they will stay behind their enclosures and will not touch you, and you are expected not to touch them either. If you do need to leave in a hurry for any reason, please notify me. I'll be able to assist you. We'll be able to leave through the back entrance that you've come in, or the front entrance in an emergency. And above all, just please, please avoid questioning the professor. It makes him so very angry. He has a plan that we all adhere to, and if you question him or break any of the rules, will have a negative effect. So if you'll please follow me this way.
I hope to see you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Please take a seat at the table. I am very happy to introduce to you the one and only Madam Manager. She is a great seer of other worlds. The professor has asked Madam here to gather the ghosts that stayed behind after last year. Now, don't go thinking he's trying to be nice to the library. He really isn't. He just wants what is rightfully his. Madam, there are yours.
Hello, hello, hello. I am Madam Tanager. We are gathered here to call upon the spirits beyond the veil of the dead. I have a spirit guide to help me with this very task. Starling, oh Starling, I am here. I am here to call upon the specters. Double, double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. I am here, raven's breath, but shakes promise, a million's breath, hand of a million. Starling, Starling. Starling? Starling!
Others that have tricked him, or at least tried to, and he's not a forgiving sort. Madam Tanager will now be part of his exhibits in her ghost form. If you would please take care of Madam. Come with me. Now, don't be wrong, there were some ghosts that did stay behind, and oh, the librarians that complained about them non-stop. They've been misshelving their collections. They're throwing grand galas in the upstairs gallery during off hours. There's ecto swine and the curtains, and let me tell you, they complain about cleaning that out non-stop. I don't know what to do for them. So we'll see who we can find with this. This, dear friend, is Gordy. Now, Dr. Fiona Foxglove last year, she is our gardener. She's amazing. She created him. She was not able to be with us this year. She has a tiny new sprout at home that she has to nurture. So she sent along Gordy to say hello. Isn't he magnificent? It took her about 5 student bodies to put him together. Please follow me. As I said, there have been some more ghostly issues in the library. heck goes flying. They tear the last chapters out of their books. Oh.
Some folks get superstitious about digging up the dead. Well, I can't blame them. The things I've seen will make your skin crawl. Similar to these juicy worms I just found. See, his job ain't all bad. These worms will make a tasty snack for later.
Oh, if you wonder what happened to Starling, there she went. Poor Starling, she is now an actual spirit medium, and I do hope she finds herself a real psychic soon. If not, she may become one of the more violent ghosts. Whoopsies. As we go along over here, oh, to a wonderful dear friend. They're quite inseparable, right? I would love to introduce to you all, my dear friends, Rudolph and Gary.
Hello. I am Rudolph. And I was created at a time when puppet shows were at their height. Oh, those were the glory days, the old vaudeville days, the television and the movies. They ruined me. They ruined me. And then I was in a pawn shop and Professor Lalli came along and he found me. And he saw my potential. And he knew what I desired more than anything else. And then there's Gary, or Jerry, I don't even really know what his name is. Larry, maybe. And Larry came to Professor Lalli and said, oh, I can dazzle you with ghosts. I can summon them. But it turned out he was a fraud. For Larry, Gary, whatever his name is, was just doing shadow puppets on the wall, a ventriloquist act throwing his voice, and that made Professor Lalli very angry. Very angry. And so Professor Lalli gave me what I wanted most of all, a puppet of my own, a dummy. And now I am the master, and Gary is my puppet. Would you like to say something, Larry? Help me.
Don't you love it when friends get together? I do. Please follow me this way.
Hi, dear pig. You're a lovely sight. Here's a spooky tale to fill you up with fright. I'm a puppet who's trying to get unbound. So when you're fast asleep, I'm gonna roll around. Think twice before you laugh at me, 'cause you'll be funnier hanging from these strings.
Oh, Bobby, he is such a kidder. What can I say? I do suggest that the book is not being notched open. But if you're curious, who am I to tell you not to do something? As I said, our dear professor has been collecting all these curiosities throughout his wanderings. We have things that are amazing, such as my favorite is our Fiji mermaid, direct from Fiji. I'm not exactly sure what was made of it, but she is beautiful. We have the original gardener who could not keep any of the professor's garden going. And unfortunately, we had to get rid of that gardener. They were strangled with a few ivy. It worked. And if you notice, we have these adorable little butterfly wrens. That was a fun one, trying to find somebody to attach the wings to the little wrens. But once they learned to fly, they had a lovely time. We also have an amazing library. We have our Book of the Dead, our Book of Ouija, we have our library card, but that one you may not want. It belongs to the Library of Souls. That's a very heavy fine for late fees, let me tell you. We also have our Book of Screams. Oh, the two of you. I told you you cannot take anybody home today. My dolls just desperately want payments. And you were told today was not the day. You don't think it is.
That can't be safe.
He details it out in Seership, the Magnetic Mirror, trying to help people see what's right in front of their face.
If someone can't see it already, should they really be messing around to be able to? Is Pascal really being responsible for what could happen if someone is not ready for such a responsibility?
If someone is going to explore, you can't do much to stop them. Pascal is just giving them a safe way to do it.
I just don't like the idea of people opening up things that should stay shut. Not everyone can handle things the way we can. Take this group here. Do you think that it'd be responsible if you and I were to teach them how to summon demons? Who would be responsible when one of them gets dragged to the underworld for messing up the ritual?
Well, that would be their own fault for not following directions. Hi. You stumbled upon our weekly book discussion. The professor asked us to be a part of the show after Hazel here got upset at a woman who was spewing nonsense about witchcraft and cursed her. The woman now has to live with 2 left feet and never any shoes that fit properly. It's much more annoying than being a frog.
Oh, the professor appreciates our humor and skills. We're the cooks of the company, and we deal with those who make light of being a witch.
Good evening, sisters. I'm Morgan, direct descendant of Morgan Le Fay. I impressed the professor with my powers, and he sent me to join your coven.
Oh, dear. Whatever did you do to impress him so?
Well, I was able to float mid-air and pass a sword through my body.
Well, that would have been impressive. Did you meet Tom? Tom, little black cat?
Oh, yes, such a sweet cat. He kept staring at me. He was very aware, but very quiet.
Well, rather sorry about this then. You had been a real witch. Tom would have heard.
Wait, but of course I'm a...
Shall we put her in the stew?
Well, it'd be a good waste of good meat not to.
Well, I'm a fan of Halfa's fiery chicken, but what recipe do you like?
Well,
Have you seen DeCabrio's new cookbook? Oh, there's a fantastic recipe in here for demonic seafood stew.
I do believe we'll let the ladies do their work as we shall move along. Thank you very much. I cannot wait for dinner tonight. They really are fantastic cooks. I highly recommend their butter rolls. But I'm kind of sure what those countries are. Oh, my apologies. Please come in, friends. This is Grant. And Grant, I will let you tell everybody your story.
All my life, I wanted to be a star news photographer, being the first one on the scene of a story, getting all the most historic photos that show history happening. I was going to work for the big papers or nothing at all. But the big papers are really hard to break into. I went throughout the country knocking on doors, being told to get real-world experience at the smaller spots, and then they take a look at my portfolio. Who the hell did they think they were? It turns out indignity doesn't pay the bills, and neither does cursing out the editors of the smaller papers when I try to get jobs there. I found myself barely scraping by, but I couldn't go home and admit defeat. I saw one professor shows and figured that, hey, I could do something. I waited for him after the show and told him I could take spirit photos with my special camera. That hooked him. He asked me right there to show it. I thought I'd have more time to prepare, but I didn't. And I figured all I'd done was mess up another interview. But it turns out the professor takes great insult at being lied to. I finally hit a job in a small-time writer paper. At least it was work and was running around the city taking pictures. When I started taking pictures again, I noticed a small shadow appearing in the background of every photo I took. Every time I took a picture, the shadow would be there. In different places, but always there. After a while, it started growing bigger. I lost my newspaper job because all the pictures are being ruined by this shadow. I traveled throughout the country trying to find the professor again. I kept taking pictures, and I had to figure out what the shadow was. I finally found him, and he decided I was interesting enough to have it a show. I've been here for years, still taking pictures, and still the shadow is growing larger. It's here. Oh God. No, wait, I'm sorry, I tried to trick him. No, wait, no!
After you. Straight down to the door, please. Straight down to the door. All the phantoms. And friends, here is the magnificent Lalli Spam.
Well, hello, folks. How are we doing tonight? My name is Lalli Spam. What a beautiful crowd. Let me get a good look at it. Oh, you are a beautiful crowd. Thank you so much for being here. I've come all the way from the great state of Minnesota. And y'all been to Minnesota before?
No, not from Minnesota. He's from New Jersey. Don't believe a word he says.
And you gotta try the mac and cheese. It'll just knock your socks off, don't you know? Now, y'all like magic tricks? Yeah. Start off with the magic tricks. Pick card. Yeah, that's the one. Is that the 10 of hearts?
Yeah.
Wow, folks. Oh, give him a round of applause. Now, this hat is empty. You see, this hat is empty. You ask anybody, they will tell you this hat is empty. But watch this, folks. I just got to say the magic words. Lalli Spam. Can you tell the folks at the library to look for a rabbit?
Again? It's like the 10th one.
It's just, I don't. Moving right along, folks. The great Professor Lalli was so kind to me, and he introduced me to the work of Pascal Randolph, a true magician. And one time I was doing this trick. I had a circle of salt on the floor, don't you know? And I had a volunteer from the audience, and I said, stand in the circle of salt, do not move out of the circle of salt. And you know what he did? He moved out of the circle of salt. And you know what happened? A demon ate him in front of everyone. It's humiliating. The professor whisked me away, brought me on this tour. And tonight, folks, we're gonna try a new trick. See this cauldron here? It's filled with magic ingredients I got from the witches. Did y'all see the witches? Aren't they lovely? And I'm just gonna say the magic words and unleash a portal straight to madness. Unleash a little hell on earth right here, folks. Alaka-spam! Alaka-spam! Oh! I think it's working. I think...
Take some candy. We have programs.
See you all again so soon.